And oop. Here we are. We're back. What's up, Kulao, Mank Mikey? Me, Matt, and Kunim. Welcome. Good to see ya. And everyone on TikTok. Yo. New TikTok on the FYP. Hope it does well. It does appear to be doing well, which I am very pleased and relieved about. Just Matt and Emily. Hello, hello. Is this Tesco the video game? No, this is Tom and Jerry the movie, the video game. Maybe want to go to a natural history museum. Yeah, I mean, it is amazing. Like, it's such a good museum. The boop on the foot was very fun, yeah. I kind of, like, I wanted it to have it be like, I need to touch this, this, and this. But you can't really touch stuff in a museum. But that was, the little Charles Darwin statue is the only thing I think you can touch. There's nothing in front of it anyway. What's up, Gas Dog? I see you making the journey over from TikTok for the superior experience. Welcome, and I applaud you for making the journey. Adding like a checkpoint, exactly, yeah. Prefer this anyway, nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wanted to do that, like, I think it makes a nice checkpoint when you, like, touch things. The audio and the video all better on Twitch. Hey man, that's Gas Dog's words, not mine, for those over on TikTok. Don't know if you talk about it ever, I recognize my voice from Paulie Red. Yeah. Paulie Red, man. That's my podcast I had with my friend Gifton about Harry Potter. Good few years ago now. Like the speedrun idea in Natural History Museum, awesome, thank you. Yeah, I'm very pleased and relieved that the Natural History Museum video seems to be doing well. 100k views in less than 4 hours is very... that's a high-performing video for me, which I'm very pleased about. Because my views had been somewhat cliff diving until this point. DLC big Tesco run. I mean, there are some big Tesco runs on the channel. They're a different format where I just pick a random item to donate to the charity thing rather than like the daily shop. Yeah, it would get too expensive if I kept buying from the gift shop. That's the thing. Like, I wanted to find a way of going out to a place and speed running it where I don't have to buy something every time. What's up, Ziggy? And speedrunning a museum was actually an idea I got from someone on a podcast episode I was on recently. Called... What was it called? Shut up and answer the question. Well over 100k views in 3 hours, incredible. Yeah, it's good. It's really, like I say, I'm relieved because what I seem to be learning about TikTok is that what I seem to be learning about TikTok is that video concepts seem to get stale rather quickly, especially when they're relying on sort of a fun, novel concept like my Tesco speedruns. There are a few people who, well, there are quite a few people who still like to watch them, but a lot of, they get like a tenth of the views that they used to get. Because, like, it's a fun, novel idea, but it seems like for a lot of people it's worn off a little bit. And the views certainly reflect that. But the fact that the Natural History Museum video is doing well is good. It's a good proof of concept for the Natural History Museum idea in and of itself, and for just the fact that coming up with new, original IRL speedrun ideas is a thing that works. So that's good. Taking part in No Dump November. What? I mean, I've heard of No Nut November. What's up, JSL? Sandalman? Will any of us speedruns feature the checkout skip? I mean, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that on... I don't think I can do that and put the video of it on the internet. Am I the guy who speedruns Tesco's? That's me. Yeah, Tate Modern, National Portrait Gallery, yeah. What's up, Unifray? Yeah, other free places in London like that, yeah. And no speedrun November. A library. People could recommend a few books every time. I thought about doing like a Waterstones. Which I guess was Waterstones in American. Barnes and Noble. Book shop. Having like I don't know, random one of those random letter generator filters. Be like, I have to go in and find a book title that begins with this letter, and then go in and then time it, and it's a speedrun kind of thing. At a certain point, I'm basically just doing like Michael DiCostanzo's content, but without a girlfriend to do it with, without Mackenzie to do it with. I'm just racing myself with a timer. Afternoon, Magic Shrimp. Ziggy, what are you saying? Everyone from work is going to the bar after, and it sounds like it's going to be one of those nights. Nice. I mean, it's Friday. TGIF. The Londis speedrun. Can't remember the last time I even saw a Londis. Give the Tesco speedrun a break if I feel they're getting dry. Yeah, I think I will, to be honest. Speedrun a pub, how many pints I can down. Speedrunning the tube is something that I am very much thinking about. So going from the northernmost tube station to the southernmost tube station, I think that might be my first long-form YouTube video. Like, I'll do it like from the northernmost tube station to the southernmost on any public transport. Because I think once you get into the meat of central London and the tube stops, every few meters, it might be quicker to get off at a certain station and get on like a line bike and bike through the very central part of London and then get on a tube somewhere down there to like race against Google Maps' like estimated time. So I'm thinking about doing that, but it means I have to get at least one, maybe two GoPros to do that, and I can hire them. But like I'm gonna need to buy them at some point anyway. Plus, like, I don't know if I've got the editing chops for all that, so like I might need to hire an editor. All of this is stuff that I may well be crowdfunding soon. So, stand by for that. Another idea I had about the tube was try and visit every tube station in Zone 1. Like, just go through them all on the tube, or run to them and visit them. Because, like, look at the tube map and look at Zone 1. There's a lot of densely packed stations in there, and a few annoying that stick out on the side. So figuring out, like, the optimal route and where to get off and change for another line so that at some point you go through every tube station in Zone 1. That could be something. I don't know whether that would be a TikTok or a YouTube video. I feel like there might not be enough meat there for a long form YouTube video. That might be a TikTok. But yeah, something like that. Finally weekend, so uni work for you, and here I am to distract you from it once again. I was like, rabbit. Tesco's response to me, really? I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen. GoFundMe, yeah. I think I might. There may be a GoFundMe incoming in the next week or two. I'm gonna try and line it up for when I do the big 30-game marathon where we replay all the games from the random speedrun series. My favorite game has got to be Suikoden. Suikoden 2, I would say. But that's a bit of a nostalgia loyalty, really. Ah, you meant no uni work. All right, nice. Streaming this weekend? No. No, I tend to do weekday streams just because I can't. It's not a NES game, no, it's a PS1 game. But then Suikoden 2 is probably my favorite one in the series. They've had remasters recently. How'd I get into speedrunning games? I just, I don't know really, it was just sort of a gradual slide. I kind of leaned towards replaying familiar games rather than playing new games a lot of the time. And that just kind of naturally develops into speedrunning. And then I saw a guy speedrunning a game that I really like called Suikoden on YouTube in 2019 RPG Limit Break, and I was like, I'm going to give that a try. And then a few years later, I was still speedrunning that game in a Discord server, and for years, all my channel was me speedrunning that game. And then I had, trying to make content on other platforms and stuff at the same time, but none of it really kicked off until I did the random video game speedruns and then the Tesco stuff in the last month or two. And now here we are. Who I like that does similar vids? I don't know. I don't know that anyone does like similar videos to me, which is kind of sounds like I'm trying to flex there, but I don't know. I mean, like Summoning Salt is a very cool channel on YouTube. Who does like deep dives into history of certain games, like the sort of timeline of how world records were broken in a particular game. Got you so interested in speedrunning, nice. No Foxpal today, we finished Foxpal yesterday, we got Cat and Mouse Pals now. Gameplay looks painfully slow, yeah. Found via the Tesco speedrun and started to watch the random speedrun videos, never heard of speedrunning before that. Excellent. This is what I love that. I love that, because you're not the first person to say that, but I really like that people who don't even necessarily know what speedrunning is or have never been interested in it are like finding my stuff and liking it and even joining the lives and stuff. It's very cool. Animal theme with all the animal games, yeah. Oh, thanks, Nath. Yeah, the NPC RNG, yeah. Afternoon 50-foot nerd. Right, should we see if we can remember how to do this? So, the trick for the... Nope. Oh boy, it's I got it. Come on, let's go. Yeah, the randomness definitely adds an element to it. World record coming in no time. Don't know about that. The world record seems pretty competitive. Right, okay, presumably we've got to get Jerry to climb on that first platform now. Sakasel, thank you for the follow. And the Prime sub, hell yeah. Thank you. Sure do appreciate that. Yeah, the preview is just crazy slow. 1:30 a.m. in Melbourne, you should be sleeping. Nice. Oats and Goats. No, I haven't heard of that. What's up, TV stand? I'm doing alright, thank you. Bit gutted I didn't get to do a live supermarket speedrun today. I went there, I just did a normal recorded video. But I went there, it was the Tesco in Earl's Court. Big Tesco superstore in Earl's Court, which is a shame because it's like a really good Tesco. Like there's like a full like salad bar and food bit in there and everything. And it would have been cool to do a stream from there. And the 5G was so good outside. And then I went inside and it was just died off completely. And then the store Wi-Fi just like couldn't even connect to the speed test app to do a speed test. And when I did, it was like, 0.1 Mbp or whatever. It's just like, well, can't do it. Haven't been on Twitch in ages, downloaded so you could watch. Well, welcome back. Well, you got some emotes to play around with now. There you go. Cool. Maybe catch you later, chocolate. Right, so I think we Crazy Kong, thank you for the follow. And thank you for the good luck. I think we are going to need to watch stage 2 and see what the fast catch in stage 2 looks like. Yeah, Tom playing Tom. Right, let's get this on. Yep. You would have gone that Tesco's many times on the way to Shepherd's Bush. Nice. Anonymous gifter gifting 1 sub. Starting the hype train. Hell yeah. Congrats, Space Pigeon Ari, on your receipt of gift sub. Howdy, howdy. What's up, Geeky Bat? Thought about speedrunning the tube? Yes, I have thought about that, and I was talking about it earlier. I have a couple of ideas for speedrunning the tube. One of them's going to be a full long-form YouTube video, I think. Yeah! Victory. And one of them's probably going to be a TikTok. Right. Now, let's go frame by frame. He goes, ooh, okay, so that's pussyfooting with up. Haha, okay, let's hope that one isn't as hard. So it's up, and then wait for a few frames. Victory for the hype train, yeah. Wait a few frames, and then walk. And then dash. When does he start dashing? Like just at the edge of that window. And then jump. Like there. Grump style, thank you for the follow. Speedrunning, marriage, kids, divorce. Tune in with the sub. Hell yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that very much. Just find the most efficient way to live, speedrun day-to-day life. I mean, my day-to-day life is mental at the moment. It's traveling around London and rushing around attractions and supermarkets. And then coming home and figuring out the quickest way to play obscure old video games. Right, so it's step like that, wait, and then... Whoop. Okay, okay. Let's just try that and see if we can do it without having to... Oh, Kunin, thank you, man. Well, I'm... Yeah, just pleased to hear it. Happy to be here. And Crump Style with the Prime sub. Yes, the follow and the immediate sub. And that's Hype Train level 2, which is nice because I think I've unlocked all of the Hype Train level 1 emotes. So we might get a new emote. Maybe I've unlocked all the level 2 ones as well, I'm not sure. Well, we'll find out. Actually, a very niche lifestyle must be intense. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit mad. And very busy. But it's, you know, it's nice to be busy when it's what you want to do. The game I'm looking forward to on each console, I don't really know, but I am looking forward to Alex Kidd in Miracle World on the Master System, which is, interestingly, that's the only game that I've added to a list manually because it's actually too long. Like, all the speedruns for it are over 10 minutes. But it was the first game that I ever speedran before speedrunning was even like a coined term, I think. It would have been in like 2006, maybe, when I was in sixth form. I was like 17. And I found a way to get an emulator on the computers at school. And I would play that game and like try and complete it as fast as possible. And so I like that game. The speed runs are over 10 minutes, but I added it to the list manually. And if that comes up one day, I'll be excited about that. Croc 2 is on there as well. Yep. Right, so we go like that. Nope. Super Meat Boy. Yeah, I did. I speedran Super Meat Boy as well. That was a good few years later. That's not on the list because it's not on a. Well, I guess it is on consoles now, but it's on like Xbox and stuff. Like Xbox. Is it on Game Pass? I'm not sure. A level type run for Croc 2 unless there are glitches. Yeah, a lot of like PS1, PS2 games are the short speed runs are either going to be level specific or major glitches. Yeah, you could just go look. Right, so it's up. Ooh. Right. I wonder if it is going to be easier. How often do you think we'll see the museum runs? Well, I've done one every day this week. I'm on. I think I've recorded. No, I've recorded 4 now, I think. And I'm gonna intersperse, kind of flick between them and the Tesco ones, and throw in a video game one whenever I have one ready. Oh. Yeah, so again, I'm just jumping too early. When renting became popular, yeah. Nope. No, so it's up, wait. But gotta wait for... Oh, we did get something. What do we get? This guy. Frog wow. Right, let's just jump back to the video. If I don't... I could just get the TAS out and do it, but it's a bit long. So, does this, and then waits until Jerry is... Okay. Till the back of his ear is... Yo, what's up, Mark? I went to do a live Tesco speedrun today, but I couldn't. There was no. The in-store Wi-Fi was too bad. I couldn't get internet connection while I was in the shop, so I couldn't do it. It sucked. But I made a video, which will just be a. Yeah, I made a regular video rather than doing it live, which is annoying because I went there to do a live. But I also made a little bulletin board. It's called like my live schedule or live schedule or something. Yeah, there'll still be a vid. All right, Kieran. See you next time. You're busy at lunch. Nice. Yeah, check out the board. I'll just post my schedule there. I would really like to be able to. So those bulletin boards, it's like a place where I just send a little message, like a sort of like a text message, and then anyone who's a part of the bulletin board can read it and react to it. Which is nice for little updates. So I put a little thing on there just saying can't do a live run today. Um, I would really like to be able to pin a message on there that has my schedule on it, so I don't have to take up space on my bio. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking about nonsense that no one cares about. Um, so okay, I'm just trying to get Croc fans in shambles. If I go to London during a random protest event, the chance of a no pay glitch will increase. Yeah, an angry mob might spawn. Riot percent. What? Hey Joker. We're just trying to learn stage 2. Again, I'm jumping too early. It feels like if I wait any longer to jump. Do some reading up on HTML, so hopefully it can help me make a website for the runs. Sick. I mean, the HTML and the CSS, I feel like ChatGPT can take care of that. But it's the setting up the database and interfacing with, like, I think Google Maps' API, which is Google's API for the places for all the supermarkets, and giving each supermarket a unique identifier somehow. Yeah, all of that's going to be the challenge. Oh. I haven't. Database is pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, I have a little bit. I use them a little bit, but not very much. I've used, what was this library called? Sequelize, for using it, like to interface with an SQL database in React. No. In it's like a node library. Anyway. What's up, Mr. Sir? Awesome, thank you. No, bad. Oh, okay, I jumped a bit too late there. No, so we go, boop, wait. Dashing too soon there, I think. Oh, do we have to get the TAS out? I hope. I don't really want to have to do that for every level, but... Tom and Jerry the movie is one of my favourite movies as a kid. I remember a movie that I always watched as a kid, a Tom and Jerry film, was one where they make friends with a little girl. She like runs away from home and she meets Tom and Jerry. And that's all I can remember, but I used to watch that a lot as a kid. Am I leaving it too late to move, maybe? Right, let's go frame by frame. Land Before Time, yeah, I had Land Before Time on rotation a lot. Homeward Bound. I didn't have that one. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde game. I know not of this game. They meet Robin, yeah. Is that this? Is that the movie that this is based off? Surely not. It's better not to know the Mr. Jekyll and Hyde game. Okay, I'll take your word for it. The house gets demolished and that's all you remember? This is so chill compared to me losing my shit at Tai-Ho's Diner. I mean, I've lost my shit a fair amount on these games. This game's just not a good adaptation of the movie, right? Because Tom and Jerry make friends in that film. They sing a song called Friends to the End. We're friends to the end. It goes like that. Am I thinking of the same thing? Yeah. That's not how it goes? Oh, I think it is. No, well, they talk in this film. Okay. All dogs go to heaven. No, I don't. Do I know that? They sing with the dog. There's a dog? Late. Late on the jump, I think. Still late on the jump. Am I late on the dash as well? Start moving before his ear lines up with the column, do they? Yeah, I think you might be right. I think I'm moving too late. Closer to window edge at the beginning of dash. So we take a an up step like that. Then we wait for a few frames, and then like here maybe we start moving forward. Nope. A dash too early there, I think. No, I think I moved forward too early. No. Oh, man. 2 years before the Tom and Jerry film, and it also features a runaway girl. Right, let's refer back to this. We're going to have to get the tool out again. Oops. Ah, so he starts holding... Right. So Jerry's walking. And the first frame where he hits right is this one, where Jerry's ear is like... Get your tool outs for a different streaming site, yeah. I thought that as I said it. The lawyer character named Lickboot. Man, my memory's not that detailed. So then he starts... Okay, yeah, he starts moving a little earlier than I have been. He's holding R. And the first input of dash is there. So it's just his like kind of white nose that's like over the window. His eye is in line with the side of the window. And then the delay, with the delay, he actually starts the dash animation there. And then it's jump. Oh, a little way back, like there. Okay. Well, there it is. There's the frame by frame. Another, yeah. Damn, what did I do wrong there? Walking forward too early, maybe. Got him. Whoa. 2 to make it true. Nope. Victory fanfare, though. Had this game couldn't get far in it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. What's up, Danny? Womp womp. No, I think I'm... Am I walking too early? See, I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. This is a reason why the TAS is helpful, because it shows me what Jerry does when I get it wrong. Like how I know whether I'm late or early. Like did that mean, which part did that mean that I did late or early? Do you know what I mean? Bruh. I think I dashed too early there. No, see, that's where I want to be dashing, though, isn't it? Still, what am I doing wrong? Museum should hire me to do speed runs. You want to go to the Natural History Museum now? I know, I was thinking, like, it's a pretty good ad for the museum, isn't it? I know, I'm probably just going to have to task the whole thing. Ugh. Should we just do it? Is this game called Tom and Zero? The cat and mouse chase. Yes, SRD. Thank you for the 8 months, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, let's just do it now. Right. Right, this is first level. Oh, let me get the... Gonna move chat to like here, I think. And then we'll... Get that there. You can go there and I'll move myself like here, I suppose. I might be a little bit off the side on TikTok. Now what do I do about my video recording layout? I made sure I'm recording for the video. Yeah, I am. Aris, thank you for the follow. All right, this. Not sure about my layout decisions here, but whatever. So. For God's sake. So we've got that's level 1. And then I think we want to after this red section of frames, we want to mash 2, 2, 2, 2. No, mash 1, I think. Right. Now we hold up to make that. I use BizHawk for all the games except for PS2 games. And web games, obviously. BizHawk can't do PS2. Tintixa? Not sure how you say that, but thank you for the follow. Okay, so frame. Let's start moving right there. Okay, we do get the climb on Jerry. Frame earlier. Still do. And find the first frame where we get the climb from Jerry. There, right. That's the first frame we don't. So, okay. So, this frame where Jerry's ear is exactly in line with the left edge of this post. So the new window is a TAS or tool assisted tool assistant, and so I'll show you the stage 1. These up here are the buttons on the controller, up, down, left, right, and then buttons 1 and 2. And then this is the playhead moving through the game frame by frame. And so if I play, it goes through. So you click and program in the inputs on the controller, so you can very precisely, frame by frame, map out exactly how the inputs should be. I used it on level 1 to learn the quick catch. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm not. I'm just tassing the game as a way to learn the tech and figure out where the windows are for the inputs and stuff. At a fishing spot catching fish, nice. It's a guy called Original Potato who's making videos until I comment. He's on day 17. Really? I haven't seen that. Yeah, we mash button 1 there, and now we hold up at the start of this. We hold up at the start of this level, that's what makes him do the pussyfoot thing. And then yeah, so the first frame where moving right we get the climb from Joey is Joey from Jerry. I've got Suikoden on the brain. Is that frame there? So see how big of a window we have. 2, 3, 4. A 4th. Okay, the window for The Tempo Tom and Joey, yeah. The window for walking to the right. Am I going to comment? If I see it, I will, yeah. So it's a 4-frame window for the right input to get the climb. And it's between there, there. Yeah, I missed it. Okay, so it really is. So I think the guy did it on the last frame. What in the XL is going on here? Yeah, so this is a task. I'm manually inputting buttons. So these are the buttons up, down, left, right, button 1 and 2 for the Master System. And then this is the playhead moving through the game frame by frame. And I'm inputting the buttons so that we can see where the windows are, how many frames we have for each input, etc. So there's a 4-frame window, and it's between Jerry's ear being exactly flush with this pillar here and being in the middle of it like that. And then now we go back. That's going to be too early, yep. Like there, I think. Ooh. Still too early? Still too early. Damn. Bro, really? How? Why is this too early? Huh. Have I ever played Among Us? I have. Played it a lot during lockdown and not at all since. Hmm. Okay, so that's the first frame. SID, yes, you have. We have played Among Us. It's true. Interesting. So the dash is a bit later. I guess maybe if you... Oh man, wait. Okay, so on the last frame you can move right. Because I swear in the VOD... yo, Björn, thank you for the various flowers. Appreciate that. Yo, finally caught a live speedrun. Yeah, we're in the figuring shit out phase at the moment. Does the second window change based on the first one? That's That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Still too early. Hmm. So it's really here. Like, that's the first frame that I can input dash. But on the video, in the world record run, he does it there. Which I'm a little confused by. But, um... oh well. What's up, Aaron? Thank you. Difference in when the first step's taken? Yeah, maybe. First frame change when you can dash it later. Yeah, it must be that. And then the jump. Now the jump had like a 16 frame window. In ooh, was that early or late? I wonder. Okay, definitely early there. Huh. Oh, this one's really precise. Hmm. How do I get into speedruns? Yeah, so Suikoden was my first, like that. That was my first speedrun that I actually did, like, on the internet, anyway. And I was doing that for years, and that's basically all my channel was until the last couple of months. Yeah, well, I think. What's my favorite song? I don't know. Do I go super obscure? Or do I go something that anyone might have actually heard? Yeah, Nightmare of Restarts, yeah. My fave? I reckon uh well, if you want a song that people might actually have heard, but more obscure, I mean Suikoden OST. So if for a song that people might have actually heard of, I'll say "Time" by Pink Floyd. Um, for a thing that no one will have heard of, I'll say "When the Moment's Gone" by a band called Sixth. Sikth. The Wall's their best album. You know, I think I agree. Dark Side is kind of considered their magnum opus, but I think The Wall is very good. Right. Now, let me see. Let me try something here. Do I get another window? So, we get the climb from Jerry. We miss the climb there. Are you listening to it? Yeah, I'm kind of a metal guy. It's bit weird, and it gets fucking mental in the sort of bridge section. So be ready for that. What about the syncing up Dark Side of the Moon with Wizard of Oz? I've never done it. I mean, it's like it's got to be on YouTube, like pre-synced. But I've never watched it. Okay, so we're now missing Jerry. We're missing the climb. But what happens if I dash here? Yeah, it's just not going to work, is it? No, surely not. It's an interesting combo that... Favorite band released 2 new songs. Nice. Do I play any instruments? Yeah, so I have a music degree. I play guitar. That was like what my first sort of... What I first thought I was going to do. I played in a band, playing guitar and singing. Well, I played in several bands, but the closest to sort of professional musicianship I came was playing in a functions band that did weddings and birthday parties and stuff for a good few years. Name of the song was When the Moment's Gone. Off of their second album. Tempo Tom had any roots in a music background? Yeah, I mean, it didn't really. Not intentionally, anyway. Also a former professional musician. What you are? Nice. Explains why I'm good at learning the timings.